in a scenario where in the customs organization considered one of the most corrupt agencies of government, as studies would say, how does that connect then to diminishing corruption at the agency? If you get the scorecards right, are people more honest?
Yes.
And are more taxes collected at the Customs Bureau?
Addressing corruption requires a lot of things. It's a multi-dimensional, multifaceted problem. It cannot be addressed by just one innovation or one activity. And talking about customs being the most corrupt organization, I think that is an unfair statement for Bureau of Customs. In fairness to the Bureau of Customs, there are a lot of decent individuals, decent employees there. And I discovered this for myself. When I entered the Bureau of Customs, I thought that I would be met with so much hostility. There was indeed hostility because I was an agent of change, and you know how change could be disruptive, and people do not want disruption. So, but later on, as I engaged and I interacted with the employees, I found out that they have been just waiting for someone to really vent out some of the things, their feelings that have been that they've been keeping to themselves. And when I started to talk about in reform, about transformation, I was surprised that there were those that actually came out, they approached me and told me that they would like to help me. Now about the scorecard solving corruption, it can, no? But on its own, just like when I mentioned that digitalization alone cannot solve corruption. The scorecard cannot by itself be that effective if not implemented as part of a greater, more holistic approach. And that is why I have been advocating for good governance, because good governance provides the framework upon which the other activities are anchored on. You cannot successfully have good governance activities or good governance, any innovation for that matter cannot be effective without the good governance framework. I've seen this. When I came into the Bureau of Customs, I knew that I had to digitalize. I knew that I had to increase or improve our recruitment. I knew that I had to improve our capabilities as far as law enforcement and intelligence is concerned. I knew that I had to improve revenue collection by making sure that I address sources of leakages in revenue collection. But I have actually many approaches. I have implemented many policies, but it has to be tied in together. It has to be unified, and for me to be able to orchestrate it harmoniously and to be synchronized properly. So that is what good governance, that is what a PGS provides, a framework upon which all of the supporting activities can be anchored on for you to be able to really achieve good governance.
Were you happy with the turnout after you finished your time at the Bureau of Customs?
Yes, very much. In fact, sabi ko, I didn't expect myself to be doing that, to have accomplished so much in so short a time. I was Bureau of Customs Commissioner for only 3 years, and yet I was able to dramatically improve revenue collection. In my 3 years, well, actually 4 years, I started last quarter of 2018 and left past third quarter of 2022. In 2018, we were able to meet our collection target. In 2019, we did not meet our collection target, but we still posted increased revenue year on year. 2020, we again, despite the pandemic, we were able to surpass our collection target. Not only meet. 2021, again, we surpassed our collection target by more than 60 billion pesos. 2022 was the highest that the Bureau of Customs was able to surpass its collection target. So as far as collection target is concerned, I couldn't be more happier. Now, as far as the innovations, the computerization program of the Bureau of Customs, when I came in, our automation was at 38%. meaning only 38% of the all transactional processes were automated or computerized. When I left the Bureau of Customs, it was already 86 going 87. And by the end of 2022, it was already 90%. And I did this despite the fact that the Bureau of Customs modernization program has yet to be approved and implemented. Sadly, the World Bank withdrew from this engagement, and I understand the Bureau of Customs is now working to find funding for the modernization, the computerization program. Now, in terms of trade facilitation, when I arrived at the Bureau of Customs, the United Nations Survey on Digitalization and Trade Facilitation conducted a survey of the Bureau of Customs. At that time, the first survey was in 2015, and they gave us a rating of 65%. They conduct the survey, the rating every 2 years. 2015, we were at 65. 2017, 2015, we were at 60%. 2017, we were 65. 2019, we were 80. And in 2021, we were already 86%. And we were ranked together with the other countries in ASEAN. And in 2026, we were already number 3. First is Singapore, second is Thailand, and we were 3rd. And I understand at the end of 2022, we retained that position, number 3 position. Now, in terms of trust and satisfaction rating, the Bureau of Customs had a bad reputation. So that is one of the things that I had to address. And I made sure of that by making everything transparent through online applications. And when we conducted the survey in 2022, we were surprised to find out that our efforts started to bear fruit. In 2022, when the Philippine Survey Research Center conducted a survey on 1,000 respondents, actual people that engaged with the Bureau of Customs, we found out that they had a 100% awareness rating of the reforms being undertaken in customs. And 93% of them expressed satisfaction about how the Bureau of Customs has been conducting business, and 94% gave us a high marks as far as trust rating is concerned. So that is very significant. Also, the Ernst & Young, it's a global distribution service, conducted their own survey among their clients. And their clients responded with a 78% of trust and satisfaction for the Bureau of Customs. Now, as far as the World Customs Organization is concerned, in 2022, when we enrolled in the Integrity Development Program of the World Customs Organization, they sent an integrity development mission to the Philippines. And during that time, they conducted a maturity survey. And they gave us a 70%. They were surprised, no? Because we were just enrolling, and they found out that there was this many things already happening in the Bureau of Customs as far as integrity development is concerned. And they gave us already a 70% rating, which is the highest so far for enrollees here, particularly in our region, 70%. So I was very optimistic